Legion, it's Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of... Mark, I feel like you're interrupting me in all of my episode intros, man. You need to knock it off. Like, the people are trying to, like, listen to me, especially people who have never watched the content before. Like, they're trying to... They're trying to hear what I'm saying. We're playing The Long Dark in our Vigilant Flame Interloper series. We had a harrowing encounter with a ridiculous number of blizzards in the last episode, but we made it through, and now we are in Carter Hydro, where we are very, very likely to find lots and lots and lots of additional items to bolster our supplies and such. I'm going to take that stack of papers, because that could lead to some tinder. Also, there's a number of things in here which, for instance, the crate I could go ahead and break down for firewood. This takes an hour and 8 minutes, though. I'm not... Yeah, there's plenty to do in here. I'm not going to do anything that passes that much time yet. I want to prioritize looking through the place before I do any of that. I'm hoping to find some better gear. I'm kind of dimly hoping for a bedroll, but I don't know that a bedroll will spawn in Carter Hydro. I think I'm more likely to find a bedroll at the camp office, as I mentioned in the last episode, or at least started to mention, I believe. I was juggling a lot in the last episode. There was a lot going on. So I imagine there are... Finally!
This'll come in handy.
Thank the Lord, baby Jesus. Refuel. Oh my god. That's so much better. Okay. So much better. That reminds me, we're here. I'm gonna go back up to the entrance and drop some of the heavy stuff I'm carrying, because there's no reason for us to trudge around this slowly anymore or exhaust ourselves by being this encumbered. Don't worry about the creepy music. Fluffy's gone. Fluffy's not a thing anymore. We have 20 sticks on us. Didn't know I had that many. That's nice. I mean, I could drop the heavy hammer, too. I think what I'll do is leave it by the door to where I don't forget that I have it. I also need to drop this jerry can, because there's no reason to lug that around. And I can drop also the trail shoes that I'm carrying, as long as I remember to put on my work boots instead. Very nice. Okay, I think I can bear being as encumbered as I am now. Although, another thing I could drop could be my cooking pot and just come back for it. I mean, I'm leaving all this stuff right at the door to where, because I'm coming back up through this door later, and that way I won't forget that I left it. I'll have to walk by it. Watch me leave in the dark and forget that it's there. That's not gonna happen, but I can see that happening if I was being extremely careless. So it's funny to think about, because I have occasionally made stupid mistakes in past playthroughs of this game. Might have even made some stupid mistakes. I know I've overlooked a few obvious items like pry bars when I was looking for them and then found them later. We did find a new sewing kit when we arrived in Mystery Lake in the last episode. That was really nice. Still nothing in the locked lockers. The game is being really stingy, even on the locked lockers with me so far. Okay, here's some additional books. That actually looked like a different book cover of some kind. Did you notice that? Let's put it down and see. No, maybe I imagined it. Stack of papers, cloth. There's a safe in the corner. That could have something nice for me. Again, the best items in the game do not spawn in Interloper difficulty, so there's not going to be anything extraordinary. It's been a while since I've opened a safe. We were in the warehouse in Desolation Point when I did that last. That was over a week ago game time, and actually over a week ago when you're watching this episode. I would have been about exactly a week ago episode time. That's the nice thing about The Long Dark, is that usually each episode is about a day when the pacing is good. When you're really well supplied and I can afford to rest for longer. Where was did I miss the click? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's at 59. Never gone all the way around like that. I was like, did I talk over the click? Oh, all right, 59, 27. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Please have something worthwhile. That's me throwing a book frustratedly on the ground, as hard as I can in the long dark. All right, there is a different book cover. See, that's new. That is new. I'm not crazy.
Go.
I'm going to pick up the Frontier Shooting Guide, not because I need it, but because I could use that to light a fire. I am plenty encumbered again, and I'm likely to become more so as we look around this place. But the Carter Hydro Dam is definitely a location that, actually, come to think of it, you know another thing I could do here? Come to think of it? Let me put while I'm looking around here. I thought I had 8 of these. Maybe I didn't pick up all 8, but that's okay. 7 is still good. Let's put those down. I can come back in here and keep checking for a moment longer. There's still a few more spots, like first aid kit.
Could end up being useful.
Water purification tablets, that's handy. So we're starting to get some more of the basic supplies. The lantern was the big useful find, especially since I just found a jerry can last episode as well. Thank God for that.
I might have to drop some gear.
Maybe you might, but not yet. Not yet. Think of Jaimin Hunsu every single time. Every single time. I say those words, but not yet. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing, I think of the end of Gladiator and Jaimin Hunsu's character going, I don't remember his character's name, but the actor's name is Jaimin Hunsu. He's been in a bunch of things. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy more recently. Played the guy that held up Star-Lord in the beginning of Guardians. But he was also in Gladiator, and at the end, I will see you again. But not yet. Not yet. My favorite movie of all time, Gladiator, which probably doesn't surprise any of you, but it's more for just the Roman stuff. It's just, it came out at a time in my life where it just was great for instilling memories. We have lots of exploring to do in Carter Hydro. This place, especially since they expanded it when release hit, this place is nothing short of expansive. It is crazy what you can find in Carter Hydro, and just the amount of stuff in Carter Hydro. Do I have any food at all? No, but I might find some. Alright, unfortunately nothing in there. I was kind of hoping for a soda. Not even one soda? Okay. That is a closed locker. There are cattails nearby, but the reason I didn't go straight for the cattails is a wolf patrols down there pretty constantly. So, not exactly something I'm thrilled to do. Hey, look at the posters. Alright, more locked lockers. Again, the game is being really stingy with me with these. A little bit more so than usual, even on Interloper difficulty. Yummy toilet water time. I know it encumbers me, but if I have to explain to you why taking every single bit of potable water I can find after watching this far in the series is important, I don't know what to say to you. I would rather have the water and be a little weighed down, personally. Speaking of that, though, hang on. One thing that is weighing me down is the low condition of some of my gear, or it's the cloth that I'm carrying, and I can get rid of some of that by repairing my gear.
Where can I find something to eat?
Hopefully somewhere close, but for now we are gonna repair your other things. I know it looks like it's really dark right now. Sometimes the repair screen doesn't have a lot of transparency. Or I guess maybe it's not supposed to because it's the menu screen, but I always kind of expect that it should be transparent. So sometimes I'm repairing stuff and I'm like thinking, did it get dark? What's happening? Okay, let me first go down. Not because I can go anywhere, but because there's lots of stuff that can be broken down for wood. Oh, requires hatchet to break down a pallet. Really? Oh, no. I put the heavy hammer down. That's right. That's right. So if I need to break something down, I will not be able to temporarily. Pallets can be broken down by a heavy hammer. Of course they can. Be silly not to have that. Alright, nothing up here. Aside from that cardboard box. Okie dokie. What are we looking at? Nothing there. Drawer?
I could make something with this.
Oh yeah, the rusty drawers. I forgot about this. This is another addition. It's only in, like, newer areas that they've redesigned, like this area. There is the medical supply cabinet I've got to open in just a second. That will hopefully have some good stuff in it. It's one of the only places like that in the game. That is a very broken monitor, unfortunately. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. This is an entirely new area of Carter Hydro Dam that didn't exist in early access. And there's just so much more up here. Nothing in the medical locker. That makes me sad. Decent running shoes. That's not really useful to me though, so I'm not excited by that. I can break that down before I leave, honestly. I might break down those other shoes I found too. Because as nice as they are, I mean, those shoes I might keep for, like, for interchangeable wardrobe stuff, but I very rarely actually follow through on that. I had a suggestion a while back. Okay, there's some food, thank God. Beef jerky too, which is a decent amount of calories. I can drink some water, and that will reduce my encumbrance a little bit. I had a suggestion a while back that they should build in a wardrobe system where you set up outfits for different modes of play. Like if you're going to go out scavenging and you want to be dressed for a light, quick jaunt where you don't want to be too protected from the elements because you want to have room to carry things. You might have an outfit for long trips, which is, very thick, and, you're weighed down by your clothing, and then have a way to say, anytime you're at, like, a dresser indoors, or even just part of the interface, don't even have to make something in the game world, but make it part of the interface where you say, I want this outfit. But the reason you would have it be a dresser is you would actually have items set down that would go into the cabinet, and as long as you had them in the cabinet, they could be used as part of that outfit. And if you wanted to make it really gamey, you could make those, if you had them in multiple locations, this would be really, really gamey and probably not realistic enough for the Long Dark. But you could make it, yeah, you guys probably aren't going to like this suggestion, but a certain amount of gaminess is good, and maybe this could be an option, but you could make it to where if you had multiple of those kind of wardrobes set up in different locations, as long as you put the items back when you were not wearing a particular item, they were available at all the locations, even if you left them behind at just one of them, That's a little bit too unrealistic for the Long Dark, but at the same time, I could see a system like that being kind of fun, so just thinking out loud. But even if you did leave items behind, at a given wardrobe, that's understandable too. Like, if you're leaving, you have to take your stuff with you. You have to close down the wardrobe. There has to be an option to say, deactivate wardrobe cabinet or something like that. Stop using as wardrobe, But that would be a nice way to quickly change between outfits and more. I think it would make a lot more players experiment with wearing different outfits for different reasons if you just make it easier to change outfits. Right now, you have to individually put the items on and off, and it's, it's cumbersome. Okay, now this door is not openable. And I've explored everywhere else up here, so let's go downstairs, because there's still plenty to do in Carter Hydro. And there's still plenty of daylight, so if I'm fast, we can get out of here and maybe even get to the camp office and find us a...
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
I'll try and get some cattails on the way, dude. But yeah, we can get to the camp office and... Oh, too far. And find a bedroll. If we found the bedroll, then we'd be geared up, because we've got, we got purification tablets, we've got the storm lantern now, which we found right over there. So, things are getting better. Definitely getting better. Alright, down we go. Fluffy, you better not have come back. And nobody told me. I'm just saying, you better not. I'd be so mad. if there's randomly a wolf down here that just decided to kill me. This is where Fluffy was in the olden days. She'd be patrolling up and down this hallway and would scare the crap out of people that were innocently exploring this structure where they assumed there would be no animals. And then she'd be like, ha 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 ha, just kidding, let me eat your face. And then she would, and you would die, and you'd be very sad. Because you made a false assumption, and you felt silly. There would be no wolves. In a place where, in fact, there were wolves. Okay. Takes a little bit of effort to fully explore this place. Still lots of wood that I can break down. But no sense doing it now. Although, I can break this crate down by hand. See, I'm kind of tempted to break this down by hand because there could be something behind it. That's an hour and 30 minutes, though, for 6 reclaimed wood. I'm not going to do it. I would rather fully explore this area and have maximum time and possibly be able to still enjoy the decent weather that's outside. There's another toolkit, which, yes, I will pick it up. Alright, so that's going to lead into the lower dam, but... Wait. Wait a sec. How do you... Okay, let's drop the sewing kit. Alright, I need to climb this rope. Forgot about this. No. Drop all. Drop my water too, because I'm going to come right back down here. And I'll drop my sticks too, because that'll allow me to climb. Alright, can't get over there. Okay, yeah, it's not as easy to explore this place as it used to be. I see a can of food. I see a can, or maybe coffee. No, it's food. And antibiotics. And beef jerky. Hey! How about that? Guess who's eating right now? That's gonna happen. And I'm also gonna eat that beef jerky, because it's nice to finally see that not being a problem. Okay, now let me cross over here. And, wait a minute. Now do I have to hop down here? Is that what I have to do? Or can I thought I could... Oh no, I can get through. I can totally get through. That's fine. Dead guy. But the question is, does the dead guy have stuff? No. Useless dead guy. Alright. Let's face it, most loot containers in Interloper difficulty are pretty useless. That is true. Search locker. Exhibit A. Empty locker. Is that a flare? That is a flare. Come to Hadrian. Give me your flares. Okay, so, yeah, let's pick that stuff back up. So I don't forget it's here.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Mark, don't be a drama queen. Just carry the stuff I ask you to carry. You're not going to have to walk around for much longer. I may have to rest outside the dam again before I head for the... So I don't know if I'm actually going to make it all the way to the place I need to make it. All the way to the office in this episode. I'm not sure that's going to happen. Open microwave. Well, that's an interesting type of microwave. I haven't seen one open like that before. In the long dark. Definitely seen one open like that at my grandparents' house.
This stuff will.
Hey! That is a huge find. Ragged ski jacket. I need to repair it. Which is going to take some time, but it's worth it to repair that. Amazing. Okay. Now we got a worn ski jacket. Still need to repair it, honestly, but I don't want to take that much time up. Finally, the lockers decide to be kind to me and give me a nice clothing item. That is one of the better items that I can make until I have a wolfskin item. And of course, I won't be getting any wolf skin until I have a bow and arrow. We'll see how that goes. One of the things about this series that might be a little bit frustrating as if we continue to succeed in this current run, because we're past the first 10 episodes, right? So if I died, I would end it before 40. But, you know, we could play all the way to 40. But this is not an against all odds run. I do not, because I want to keep my schedule open for recording other content aside from The Long Dark. This is not something where I want to go indefinitely or up to 100 episodes. So one of the things that might be frustrating for all of us a little bit is that this series is I'm just telling you, like, I'm trying to prepare people now. This series will end at 40 episodes. It will. Because I am, like I said, I want to keep my recording schedule open for other things rather than dedicating time to a Long Dark series that is not Against All Odds Season 5. Against All Odds Season 5 I will probably do, as I have said, when the next update for the Long Dark drops, so there's lots of new content to enjoy. And by next update, I don't mean next patch, I mean next named update for the Sandbox, which might even be when Episode 2 drops. That would be a nice time, or I'm sorry, not Episode 2, Episode 3. Might even be a time to, might even be a good time to do Against All Odds, because there would be a lot of interest at that point, I think. Just in the Long Dark in general. Yeah, we're not going to make it to the office in this episode. That's just not going to happen. This is what I mean. The Carter Hydro is just, it's massive. There's so much to do. We still have daylight, which is nice. And I'm appreciating that very much. Okay. So there's a wool scarf. That could potentially be better than one of the toques. I'm not sure that it is, but it's wool, and wool is better than cotton, as a rule, for warmth. Okay, so thankfully, we are almost done exploring Carter Hydro, but then the thing is we gotta go all the way back through, and we have to go, you know, halfway through the zone to get to the camp office where the bedroll might be. I would love to find a bedroll before the end of this episode, because... And there could be a bedroll up on this side, come to think of it, but... At least we found the... Oh, good, another sewing kit. That's nice.
Hope nobody needs
more matches and a wool toque! Wow! Holy crap, Carter Hydro is blessing me. It's gonna need to be repaired, but... That's fantastic. And we might replace the cotton toque with... Once I fully repair it. Quality tools, okay, nice. With the wool scarf that I just picked up. Very, very nice. We are going to be in much better shape for making these long treks back and forth. Oh, there's a whetstone. Let's not miss that. There's another whole room to our right that might have additional stuff in it, including maybe a bedroll, unless I'm just thinking of the bedroll I left in here one time, and that's why I'm strongly thinking bedroll. I could be completely wrong. Okay. Nothing here. Anything in the plastic container? Negatory. Metal shelf. Nothing. Bathtub. I'm probably just thinking of the bedroll that I left in here the one time. But there could still be more food here, which would be nice. I wouldn't complain about that at all. There's another cooking pot. I guess a second cooking pot wouldn't be the worst thing. It's going to encumber me for now, but another cooking pot could be useful potentially. Right, scrap metal. Because I can cook with 2 pots, you know, I could, if I had a really big fire going from somewhere, that's potentially very helpful. I'm excited, actually. Being in Mystery Lake, this is an area of I mean, we know Mystery Lake very well. It's the oldest zone in the Long Dark, but because we know it so well, I don't need to tell you, except maybe a few of you that haven't seen me play before, that, or haven't been to Mystery Lake before, I guess, is the more accurate thing to say. It's an area where we can definitely count on finding a lot of gear. And we've already found a lot of gear, even just here in the dam, but there are additional huts and houses that are that have pretty good loot tables as far as the likelihood of spawned items and the number of spots where items can spawn. I know I make a lot of technical comments in my playthroughs about the loot tables, but that's just the way the game is designed. There's a bunch, you know, there's a bunch of locations, you know, whether they're in drawers or spots on countertops or spots on floors or spots in corners, whatever, where items that you can pick up can potentially spawn, and then every single slot, it's like a spreadsheet, has certain possibilities and certain chances of those things occurring, I assume. I've never actually seen the loot tables, but they always talk about it, and I've always interpreted that as being kind of the way that it works, because why would it need to work any differently, you know? You just have a bunch of slots, and you want to be able to pull up that spreadsheet, figuratively speaking, and edit the loot tables and edit what the game will and won't spawn for different players at different moments. Did I search you? I didn't search you. I walked right by you. You're useless. Useless to me. Okay. Well, we need some food. That much is for certain. I could drink some herbal tea, and that would partially help. And trudging across this zone is going to be a little harrowing because we're carrying a lot of stuff. And we don't necessarily want to, yeah, we're carrying a lot of stuff. We are. The extra cooking pot doesn't help. That's another several pounds. If we are able to kill a moose with a bow and arrow at some point in the future, and maybe get a moose-hide satchel, that would help somewhat. But we can only have one of those. So you win some and then you lose some. Okay, so we've arrived at the exit to Carter Hydro. Let me take a quick look at what I'm carrying, because I'm encumbered even before I pick any of my stuff back up, and that's, I guess, the scrap metal I can drop. There definitely is not really a case for keeping the scrap metal. The mountaineering rope I can probably leave here. I can't think of anywhere in Forlorn Muskeg that I would need it. I would rather take it back with me the other direction if I come back through here, I guess. The other place I need to explore, honestly, is, I want to go down into the ravine. Do I maybe want to go that way? No, I don't. No, not yet. I definitely don't. Okay, so let's do this one section at a time here. I don't know that I need to carry 5 books on me, so we're going to drop... I'm not going to stand right over the mountaineering rope. Let's make a compost pile here. Let's drop that. 20 sticks. I will risk keeping those on me for now. Cattail heads, let's drop 15 of them here. See, the Frontier Shooting Guide, I'm going to drop it. I'll come back for it later because I can burn it, but just not too necessary to have that on me. Yeah, Tinder-wise, I'm even going to drop the newsprint because that's not worth lugging around. Yeah, we're carrying a lot of gear. Let me break down the decent running shoes. It's going to take time to do this, and we're hungry now, unfortunately. Need to rest as well. And I have this scarf. It's really this category that's hard. Let's drop one of the simple tools. And let's actually drop both the simple tools, because we got the quality tools, and it's lighter. It's also, I'm carrying the 2 stones. Let's drop those, because I can always pick up more stones later. And also, yes, I've been forgetting about the cans. I've been lots of canned goods. So those cans are adding to my inventory. We have a lot of whetstones, which we can't use just yet. And I did just significantly reduce my encumbrance with some of the stuff I dropped. Where's my other cooking pot?
Getting weak.
Did I leave my other cooking? Oh, no, I think I left it here. Yeah, there it is. That's where it is. So that's going to add to my inventory again. Let's also check this category. Scrap metal I can drop. I was looking at that a moment ago. And the reclaimed wood I will keep on me. But here's what I'm going to do. I don't have... Let's go ahead and pick all this stuff up. I'm going to keep the trail boots. I'll put them down probably...
Not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Dude, quit your bitching. Okay. Let's step back outside. Here's what I'm going to try to do really fast. I'm going to do this before the episode ends. Part of the reason I'm stretching my episode length is I'm at the end of my recording session here, and I don't feel satisfied. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot about you. I forgot about you. I could totally... Yep, I could solve my hunger problem right now and get a hide and guts, but that would take significantly longer. Let me just get the 14 minutes for this. I totally forgot about you. Shame on me. Alright, we're going to harvest this meat. This will make me feel better. Before I end this episode, I'm going to go back in here. Or maybe even, you know what? I'll light a fire outside. Screw it. I don't need to go back inside. I've got plenty of sticks on me. I've got some wood on me. And I can even put a fire back in... Where did I put that last fire when I needed to hide in a corner? In here. Was it in here? Yeah, that's where it was. My bad. Let's crow feather there. Can I still put fire here? Yes, I can. Let's put that down. Wood matches, book. I have 1 accelerant. We have lamp oil too, so I'm going to use that to light the fire. And then let's use one of the cattail heads. Start.
That should help warm things up.
Okay, so it should be in a second. Warm enough? Beauty. Okay. Now the only thing is that... Hang on, first of all... Yeah, we gotta cook this meat quickly. But let me go ahead and... There we go. Okay, that actually... Those are not going to take that long to cook. And we have plenty. Let's put 5 more sticks on the fire. Those are cooking really well. 36 minutes till ready. So I can go ahead and pass time until ready. Eat it. Get some calories in there. That's not going to be a lot of calories. I didn't actually check the condition on that before I ate it, which was probably not smart. But we are plenty warm now. Let's pass time until ready. Now let's, the condition is 99%, 800 calories. Well, here's your horse, Mark. Congratulations. Take, eat. This is my deer, which is given for you. Oh, hey! We have the Aurora. That was not expected. We could step inside and see if we can find some buffer memories if we wanted to. But now we can definitely make our way back through Mystery Lake as well, which is quite exciting. And then we left the mountaineering rope in there. I kind of want to look for buffer memories in the Carter Hydro Dam, but I don't want to take my focus off of the fact that we need to keep moving and looking for a bedroll. So we've got an hour left on this campfire. Should I perhaps take advantage of it by reading by the campfire? Let's see, what would be the best thing to read? Wilderness Kitchen for my cooking skill could be quite useful. Let's read that for an hour. And plus that'll just make us tired. We need to rest anyway. So this is a really good argument for... Let's take a torch in case there's a wolf. I'm not going to worry about going back inside. As much as I would like to, we'll have more auroras later when we're in a better condition survival, when we're in better shape survival-wise. But now what we can do is go inside, sleep for the rest of the night. So cool. The aurora has arrived. Oh, even the... Oh, man! Even the lights on the truck. That was unexpected. Okay, inside. I'm going to stop here. In the next one, we are going to get some rest in this aurora-lit room, regain some condition. We are fully fed, and we'll be able to make it to the camp office quite handily now that we have eaten that deer meat. And we're finally kind of getting our feet under us in this playthrough. And I can also take a look at repairing some of my items once I wake up, so I'm even better protected from the cold, including that very nice ski jacket that I found, which is still not at full condition and can help me even more once it is. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time.